Hello everyone, this is Jyotsna. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we will see the different guidelines of software testing. So there are different 8 guidelines software testing given here. This is the list of guidelines. We will see one by one each guideline and I explain in details. The first guideline is software can never be 100% bug free. Testing can never prove the software is 100% bug free. In other words, there is no way to prove that the software is free of errors even after making several test cases. The second guideline is development teams should avoid testing the software. This is because after spending several hours building the software, it might unconsciously become too proprietary and that might prevent seeing any flaws in the system. So the developers can perform unit testing and integration testing, but software testing should be done by the testing team. The testers should have a destructive approach towards the product. The third one is start as early as possible. So testing should start as early as possible in the software development lifecycle. Testing should always start parallelly alongside the requirement analysis phase. This is a crucial in order to avoid the problem of defect migration. It is important to determine the test objects and scope as early as possible. Okay. The fourth guideline is prioritize sections. If there are certain critical section in software, then it should be ensured that these sections are tested with the highest priority and as early as possible. The next guideline is the time available is limited. So here it must be kept in mind that the time available for testing is not unlimited and that an effective test plan is very crucial before starting the process of testing. There should be some criteria to decide when to terminate the process of testing. This criteria needs to be decided beforehand. For instance, when the system is left with an when the system is left with an acceptable level of risk or according to timeline or budget constraint, the testing should stop. The next guideline is testing must be done with unexpected and negative inputs. Testing should be done with correct data and test cases as well as with flawed test cases to make sure the system is leak proof. The test cases must be well documented to ensure future reuse for testing at later stages. This means that the test cases must be enlisted with proper definition and description of input passes and respective output expected. Testing should be done for functional as well as non-functional requirements of the software product. The next is inspecting the test results properly. So here quantitative assessments of tests and their results must be done. The documentation should be referred properly while validating the results of the test cases to ensure the proper testing. Testing must be supported by automated tools and techniques as much as possible. And besides ensuring that the system do- does what it all supposed to do, testers also need to ensure that the system does not perform operations which isn't supposed to do. The eighth and final guideline is validating assumptions. So the test cases should never be developed based on the assumptions or hypotheses. They must always be validated properly. For instance, assuming that the software product is free from any bugs while designing the test cases may result in extremely weak test cases. So these are the 8 guidelines of software testing we must follow while doing software testing. Thank you so much for watching the video.